think what he's doing is great. It's good. I think they can get Caleb Jones in the second or third round. I think they had the 1.10, the 10th overall pick. Get them somebody up the offensive line. They get your running back in the second round. You know, even if it is as a David Montgomery to Jahmyr Gibbs, you know how Swift is, but Swift, he can't stay healthy. So he was healthy pretty much all last year. But in case he does get hurt, you know, you got you another stud right there that you already spent time with. Let him, just like Gibbs did when Montgomery went down. He can take over. Bro, I think it's smart. It's what he needs to do.
So the funny thing about that is, like, I'm glad you bring up that analogy. I really think they can actually double dip at running back. Get Caleb Johnson up in the second round, and then like in the sixth or like fifth or sixth round, divvy back in to get like a Taj Brooks or like a get in out of Kansas State. And those are similar run styles, similar to like DeAndre Swift, like they're very shifty and everything.
Oh, okay.
But I think that those would actually complement pretty well with this class, and that we know that this class is pretty deep at running back. And to be honest with
you, you're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Chris, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. I am your host, Christian_CFS, and we are back better than ever. Man, I feel like I ain't seen y'all up in a minute.
Like we never left. We was here last week, right?
Yeah, but your boy went away for a while, and I feel like I went away for a while. Man, I had this daggone retreat that I went on, so your boy had no phone access, stuff like that. So your boy came back.
Retreat like with church or
yeah. Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
So we got close to God.
Oh yeah, you know it. And man, this episode about to go to the next level. I'll tell you that.
Is it?
Oh yeah. I had to go down deep to what? And do all this research.
Cause deep down.
And it's gonna be a nice show, man. It's gonna be a nice show, man. Well, yeah, man. How was your weekend?
My weekend was it was good. It was kind of mostly chill. I tweaked my back playing basketball. So other than that, it was a lazy and chill weekend, which I appreciate those because I already know soccer is always something to do every weekend. So I get to chill. I can get to do nothing. I take full advantage.
Okay.
I tweaked my back, but then I was lazy. Shalom, my Kim. Let me start off right. Shalom, my Kim, to my good people, and shalom, my Kim, to my bad people. May you learn to yourself to become good, because we all need some peace in our life, and we all need good people. Stress, man, stress is a killer. So, hey, I pray everybody be at peace.
Yeah, man, and be one with yourself. Like, understand that there are a lot of things going out there in the world that you cannot control. The only thing you can control is yourself and your actions. So make sure you control yourself and sit back and relax, because we about to have some fun up on this fantasy football show. That's all I can say, man. To sit back and relax and then enjoy the knowledge that's about to be spit out, and just absorb it and just sit back. We got you. So you already know what that means. We about to kick it off right now. Nah, man, you already know what it is, man. We are going on with what somebody said last week. Mr. Ben Johnson, we know he took the Bears role, and he has already started going down his list and trying to get to what he wants to mold the team that he used to have. Mm-hmm. And we set a representation of, like, he's probably going to try to go after somebody like David Montgomery and one of the rookies who we think that are similar to David Montgomery is Caleb Johnson from Iowa. So he's going to do a real deep dive up on Caleb Johnson, which I thought would have been a great pick up for Ben Johnson anyways, before he even declared that he was going to be with the Bears, just based off the running style of that David Montgomery has. So I figured Caleb Johnson is going to blend well with that if he does end up getting selected. But who knows? He put that out there really early, which it could be a smoke screen. He could be trying to get somebody else, but some head coaches, they just can't smoke screen. They just tell you how it's going to be. But yeah, man, what are your thoughts about how Ben Johnson is actually physically building his team right now, and then seeing like what he's doing?
I mean, I think what he's doing is great. It's good. I think they can get Caleb Johnson in the second or third round. I think they had the 1.10, the 10th overall pick. Give them somebody help the offensive line, and get your running back in the second round, because we know even if it is as a David Montgomery to Jahmyr Gibbs, you know how Swift is, but Swift, he can't stay healthy. So he was healthy pretty much all last year. But in case he does get hurt, you know, you got you another stud right there that you already spend time with, to let him, just like Gibbs did when Montgomery went down. He can take over. So I think it's smart. I think that's what they need to do.
So the funny thing about that is, like, I'm glad you bring up that analogy. I really think they can actually double dip at running back. Get Caleb Johnson up in the second round, and then like in the sixth or like the fifth or sixth round, divvy back in to get like a Taj Brooks or like a Gideon out of Kansas State. And those are similar run styles, similar to like DeAndre Swift, like they're very shifty and everything.
Oh, okay.
But I think that those would actually complement pretty well with this class, and that we know that this class is pretty deep at running back.
Cause deep down, deep down.
And to be honest with you, like there's one running back that I've been looking up out of Delaware, and I can't remember his name, but the dude looks like you might be able to get him up in like the sixth round, only because he's out of like Delaware.
Okay,
so I think he might be a steal of the draft because he is a small school.
I got you. I see. Yeah.
But what are your thoughts about with him picking up Eric Bieniemy as his running backs coach?
Oh, is that what it is? It was running back coach?
Yeah, it was his running back.
I thought it was OC. It was running back coach?
It was running back coach.
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was OC. If you had told me that, I would be like, not bad. Shout out to Eric Bieniemy for getting back to the NFL. But as a running back coach, that is a demotion. Dang, bruh. Went from an OC to a head coach of a college program because you couldn't get.
Well, he wasn't a head coach. He was the OC of the college program.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was assistant coach. Eric Bieniemy returns. Yeah, he was just an assistant. He wasn't the head coach.
And now you come back to the league as a running backs coach. I don't think none of it. Is that where he started out as a running backs coach?
I don't know, but I could see why he has to go there. Like it's Ben Johnson. Like, why would we already know the head coach is going to be the daggone OC, so it's no point. He
doesn't need one.
Like, he doesn't even need to name one. So I'm guessing he did that just so he can physically, I guess, stay. Like, try to have him as that next guy. Like, he could be like the running backs coach, but he could be like the assistant coach, something like that, with the title.
Okay.
But you never know.
You never know.
Never know.
I'm like, what? I know it was running back. So I thought it was OC. But go ahead. Yeah.
But you do know he did play running back up in the NFL though, right?
EB? I didn't know that.
He was a running back.
Okay.
So makes sense. The reason why, like, old school running back. But yeah, man. Another thing up in the news, man. Let's go and kick it over to this Las Vegas Raiders. I think you said this before, like whenever we was talking about it, like it was like really, it wasn't mind blowing whenever we heard it, but we already knew Pete Carroll was going to get a head coaching job One, because his son was on the Panthers coaching staff, and was asked to be let go. So you already knew something up in the tea leaves. Him and then like a couple other coaches was like asking just to get let go. So you already know if he's asking to get let go, his dad probably already let him know that, like, hey, he's probably going to end up coming here. But what and how do you feel that the Raiders actually hired like a 73-year-old head coach?
Yeah, I think like 72. But still, I don't mind Pete Carroll. I mean, if Pete still got that injury, they say he still has that energy. We know what he did in Seattle. He is a Hall of Fame head coach. For you to win in the NFL and in college, you automatically in the Hall of Fame. And then went back to another one. So, and then you got Chip Kelly, who is, we know he's a bit of a wizard when it comes to offense. So, I think that's a plus there. He's the highest paid OC. I don't know what that means, but he's the highest paid OC in the league. And I think Pete Carroll as a defensive, I can deal with this. See, I always say if you got a defensive head coach, you better have a damn good OC. And I do believe that Chip Kelly is a damn good OC. He's a very good play caller. So I'm cool with that. Now, still don't know who you're playing quarterback. Your weapons are only Brock Bowers. And I see you got Marcus Mariota up there. What's up with that? Did he sign with them?
He ain't signed with them, but they are saying that since he is a free agent, and he already knows Chip Kelly's playbook.
Oh, that's right, from Oregon.
That he will most likely come back to be a backup, so he can steward either a rookie or a veteran to actually fill the shoes.
I mean, yeah, he's a good backup. He's a good backup. He'll a good bridge for like 4 or 5 games. Whoever this quarterback may be. And I'm hearing rumors they're trying to move up to 2. So, or 1.
And you already know who they trying to get, dog.
You know who they're trying to get. And that just, every time I see something like that, just, you stupid Giants. Stupid Giants.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. A lot of people, I think they're gonna get that guy.
The Raiders?
Because I think they go. No, not at 6. I think the trade is gonna happen with 3 minutes left on the clock.
Okay.
3 minutes left on the clock, and the Raiders are going to give up a haul just to move up to get Shadur.
They're going to probably swap. Obviously, going to swap first and throw 2 more out there.
They're doing a first. I don't know what they have right now, but I'll tell you just off the top of my head. Like, I ain't get to the Raiders yet, but I got a little tease on. Your boy start diving deep up into some analysis, so I got a little tease out there that let me see their draft prospect real quick.
I mean, we know they're giving up to 6. They swapping from first to, let's say, second to 6 or first to 6. And I'm thinking like 2 firsts. You saying maybe a player? Will they trade like Max Crosby or something?
I don't think they would. I can see them trading them, but I don't think they're gonna do that night though.
So we think it's gonna cost to get the 2. Swap first and 2 first.
Well, I'm trying to see what picks they have, so I can give a definite answer on what they're gonna end up doing. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, so we going through this right now. So they have 6, 37, 68, 73, 144. They also got 107. That's the 4th round. Then they have 3 6-round picks and then 2 7th round. And if we do, I'm just going to play devil's advocate since people want to know what we are doing here. I'm physically finding the pick calculator.
Where you find that at? What website? It's called the pick calculator?
It's like a weighted scale for the draft picks.
That ain't what I asked them, y'all. I said, where is it?
Can't tell you that,
you
though.
keeping that too close to the vest. Ah, okay. I'm tracking.
Okay, so the Raiders are picking at six. So we know their value for their first round pick, it is a 1,600. The Cleveland Browns is 2,600. So with that being said, off gate, we already know they're swapping.
Yep.
They will also probably give up their second round pick as well.
In the future. Some future
and a future second or a future first. It depends on like how they want to do it, because like what I said before, like they have. So I personally would give up my first this year, a first next year, and then I would try to keep my second, but I would try to give up my third at I'll try to give up my third at 68. And then my third, what's that other one? Got another third. They had like 2/3, I thought. Or my other third at 73. So I'll give a first, 2 firsts, so 1.06, 2/3, a 68, and then 73, and then also a future first. Just to move up.
Who was Chip? What did Chip Kelly OC for last year? What college team? I can't.
Ohio State is right there on this daggone.
There it is, Ohio State.
On this hat, dog.
Okay, because what I was gonna say is, does he have to have a mobile quarterback in his system? And I was trying to think if Buddy had to have this year, who's a mobile quarterback. Do you think Do you think they have to have a mobile quarterback in his system for it to work?
I don't think so.
You don't? Okay.
The last guy
I was going to say Shadur is not a really mobile quarterback, so
he got some wheels on him, but it ain't
he can evade. He got enough wheels to evade, but he ain't giving 500 yards a season, something like that.
Nah, he doesn't need to. Like he's not a
right. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if Chip. I don't know if Chip needs that or not in his system.
No, I don't think he does.
Okay. All right. I'm being devil's advocate. I'm just asking because I do not know.
Let's see. Yeah, their quarterback was Will Howard. I don't know if you ever heard of him before. You ever heard of Will Howard before?
Oh, not until he got to Ohio State. Nope. But I mean, he can move a little bit though too. So I was just curious though. That's all. I'm just curious.
Yeah, man, you asking questions, man. I'm trying to dig deep for you now, man.
I appreciate it. I'm just curious, if he need to run a quarterback, maybe Jalen Milroe is his guy. I don't know.
I don't think so. Because because what he had for up in Will Howard ended up only rushing for 226 yards in college his last year. So
okay, so he don't necessarily need it. Okay, so I
want no. But then if we want to look at what Shadur did this year, like. Oh man, it ain't pulling it up. Let's see. Come on now, let's see what he did.
I hear your phone going off.
Yeah, it's vibrating. It's
okay.
It's just contacts, man. Just contacts. Anyways, yeah, man. He ain't no runner. He don't need to do like rushing yards for the full season. Now he wants to spit out the information, man. It took you long enough, dog.
Who long enough? Me?
Man, I'm talking to the screen, dog. Yeah. Dude didn't brush a lick, dog.
Okay.
The dude had negative yards. Man, that's because he got sacked so much. So, But yeah, man. So that's pretty much Chip Kelly, and then the Raiders. Man, it's gonna be interesting. That's why I love this time of the year. let's go and get to it, man. Coming soon, man. We're coming soon. We got a Discord, got a Patreon, and we got a newsletter coming to y'all. A trifecta. Pretty much what the Discord is, man. It's just a place where we can have our own community where we can just talk ball, chit chat, have some nice little cool gadgets in there just to play, just to help us out with our fantasy lineups, anything like that. Newsletter is just to stay engaged with everything weekly that we will be going on. Patreon is having the option to be able to help us out up on the back end and let us produce better things for you and you to be able to see our rankings for college and for also the upcoming season, the pros. Man, he's always talking about how good he is with his rankings. He always writes them down, but we never show them. We show them a couple times during the episode, but we don't keep them out there.
We will go over last year's rankings and see who was better. We will do that. Yes.
We ain't worrying about, man. Last year, man. We're talking about the present.
Well, we're talking about the future. That's behind our name. We can't like we know everything, but then we 2 out of 10.
So pretty much stay tuned for that, man. The Discord name, patrons, is going to be called the CFS Playmakers, man, because, man, it's all about making plays out there up in your season. So stay tuned for that, man. Can't wait to drop that for y'all coming soon. And this is what everybody's been waiting for. They want to know what's going to happen, man. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, Super Bowl. Man, it's going to be a great game. I just think it's going to be amazing, dog. We already know who you going with. You're going with those Fly Eagles fly.
You know it.
But let's talk about the game, man. How do you think the game is going to go, like, honestly, like, how do you think the game is going to go, like, back and forth? You think it's going to be a slugfest like the last one? Or?
Like the last time they played Super Bowl or the last time?
The last time that they played.
I mean, we put up 24 points on their ass. And I think the first half, we was up 24-13, 24 to something. We was up pretty high, and we only scored 11 points in that second half. Shout out to Spagnola and his defense. Mm-hmm. But I think that Jalen Hurts had a hell of a game. That's what everybody hell of a statistical game in that Super Bowl. I think that we will. I think it'll be actually like the same like it was 2 years ago. I think we'll come out to a lead, and KC will come back. Will we be able to hold them off on that comeback with Saquon? Because last time we had Miles Sanders, we know he can't sniff Saquon's shoes. So,
I don't know about that, dog, man. Didn't Miles Sanders go to Penn State too?
He was at Penn State?
I think
that's
so.
Fine with him.
I think he might have. I think he might have went to Penn State.
You know Saquon Barkley. Like I said, he can't shine Saquon Barkley's shoes. So I think we'll get up. KC will make a comeback. And I just hope and pray that we can hold them off until I say 0-0. It will be a tight game. The winner will win by a field goal. I mean, if I'm making my prediction now, I'm going heart over head. I'm a ride or die with Philadelphia Eagles. And that's what I'm riding with.
Well, you already know I'm riding with. I'm riding with them Chiefs, dog.
You riding with the Chiefs.
Trying to see that three-peat.
So it's
I'm trying to see history.
Either I'm going to win in this playoffs because Christian is 7-5 and I'm 8-4. So either we both will be 8-5 or I'm going to go 9-4. One or the other. We're going to end up with a tie or I'm going to win. I cannot lose.
But you want to know what's good about it, though?
Here you go, y'all. What?
We over 50%, though.
We over 50%. You better count them up. Over
50%, man. We over 50%.
That's pretty damn good. It's pretty good making our picks.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, man. I think this game is actually going to be. I think it's going to be a suckfest. But I think whoever sets the tone at the line of scrimmage in the first half, and then the third quarter is going to be the one that's going to take it, like all the way. whoever sets the tone up in the trenches is going to be the one that's going to, and that's what I'm. What are the like? I know you're really deep into your Eagles. I don't know if you know because I know like some of your offensive linemen are actually like they was banged up in the last game, which they could not actually play. Do you know if are they good and healthy now? Because I know they got like a full week, but I know they're probably only going to be like 80% maybe. But they're going to play because it's Super Bowl. Everybody's playing regardless. Like, it don't make a difference. What they always say about the last game of the year, everybody's hurt. It's just who's going to gut it out just to be able to get that daggone nice ring and have that nice little confetti and that celebration downtown.
I think they held our center out for a week because they feel like we could be watching with our backup. We're going to need him for Super Bowl. So I think he'd be back for the Super Bowl.
But didn't he have to come in, though?
He was back issues. Yeah, he came in for a second. Yeah, big boy. The backup got hurt. I think he did come in for a little hot second. So that tells me that, yeah, he could have played. But so I think he'll be fine.
So you think he'd be able to – what are y'all going to do with Chris Jones up in the middle?
That's what we got. We got them big boys. We got Lane Johnson. We got Malaga. That's what they vote. Chris Jones ain't one but one man. God damn it. Our old line is stout now. I know we have the best defense. I know we got to be a top 5 old line.
Hey, man, that daggone – but they ain't no daggone Chris Jones, dog.
Hey,
he is him for a reason.
Who can't see the guy that can stop Jalen Carter? So
yeah, I don't think, man. To be honest with you, I think he's going to end up getting himself. He's going to get himself not taken out the game, but he's going to be like the head case.
You think so? No, he had a little bit last week. It was minor.
Yeah, it was minor, but I think, like with him, he's a great talent, which is the reason why he was ranked so high up during that draft class. But he fell because of his character and how
issues.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be an interesting game, man. I think it's going to be really good. I'm ready to. So let's go and talk about it. Since we're talking about the game, what are your go-to foods that you are definitely going to have at the game?
We will have. I'm going over my in-law. I'm going over my sister-in-law's house. I don't know what the menu's gonna be. I'm definitely gonna have some wings for sure. He's definitely smoking some wings. I hope he has some queso, some cheese dip. Need that cheese. I need to make my wife make it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's on the menu. That's a very good question. I do not know what's on the menu.
Okay.
I'm just there. I'm just gonna partake.
Okay.
Eat a big food. Let my boys run around upstairs. Don't break nothing.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. But yeah, man, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. I don't know where I'm going. I'm either gonna go over one of the guys up in the group chat's place, or you already know who that person is. Mm-hmm. Or I might go to my church. Like they're actually doing something. They're doing like a little party and everything just for like the guys. But
that's nice.
But like baby girl wants to come too, so it's like kind of I don't know which one I want to do. But also, she has school like the next day, and I took off.
You took off?
Oh yeah, I took off. I definitely took off. I was like, shoot, I'm not gonna want to go to work after the Super Bowl. I was like, I'm taking off.
Oh, right.
It's like I'm taking off. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna have some wings. But if I was to select what I would eat at the Super Bowl parties, I have to have my go-to wings, which are my Asian zing from daggone B-dubs.
B-dubs.
But they have to be fried hard and then extra wet.
And extra wet. So we like this. That's how we like it in there, right, boo? That's how we like our women. Yo, buddy. Extra wet.
Extra wet, man. I gotta have them things dripping wet. But also,
lemon pepper wet.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it right now. What is your go-to? Is it ranch or blue cheese?
Oh, ranch all day. Blue cheese. I'm not a fan of blue cheese at all. Like I'll eat it, but nah.
I'll do the blue cheese, dog. I'm a blue cheese, just slapping it down. Blue cheese all day, dog. I don't mind doing ranch, but it's like, hey, blue cheese, that little chunks of all the cheese, just
Man,
but
that Wingstop ranch is fire.
yeah. Okay. So we talked about that, everybody. I know y'all getting out there getting hungry. Man, put down up in the chat, man. Who are y'all going for? Man, let us know. Like, let's do some score predictions, man. Let's just have some fun. That's what this is all about. Getting a community and having fun and just going back and forth and then just talking junk. Respectfully. Let's say that. Respectfully,
Yes.
But let's go to this, man. Man, let's look at a little glimpse, man. Like, I don't know if y'all check this out, but we do have some draft profiles that are going to be coming out pretty soon. So, like, stay tuned. Like, we're just giving you a little glimpse, a little spot check, man. This ain't how it's going to look, but it's going to be quite interesting. We're going to have the QBs, going to have the positions, got their stats, got their team tracker. Just going to let you know about the players and then give you like a little profile on them. All right, now. So this is what I wanted to talk about before. So we got the 2025 QB, and then we got the 2024 QB. And the reason why I got them like this is because this is how I'm thinking it's going to end up going up in the draft. And we know how Caleb Williams did. He went number 1 to the Bears. Mm-hmm. I think the same thing is going to happen with Cam Ward. I think he's going to go to the Tennessee Titans. Even though I do not think they should draft a quarterback. I really do not think they should draft a quarterback. I think they should get there. They should actually get not Jalen Carter. What's his name? I forgot the edge rusher out of Penn State.
Oh, buddy. Dang.
Yeah, him.
Is he a generational talent?
I don't think he's a generational talent, but I'm also not going to take a quarterback that is going to get throttled in an offense that I have that's not even built yet. I'll say that.
Not throttled.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Like, I don't. And then, hey, shoot, man, let's go and have this debate right now. I don't think Cam Ward is a generational talent when it comes to the QB position.
No,
but we all know that the game is you got to get your quarterback. But do you really got to reach and get your quarterback if he's not the best? Because the one thing I will say, and I'm going to do a little plug at the very end of what we will end up seeing. So like over the past couple of weeks, like I've been building a deep analysis, and I'm probably going to do this for a series. All 32 teams on the offensive side broken down, free agencies, rookies, offensive linemen, and things like that. Because that's one thing I don't think people realize is how much in depth you need to physically know about the team and how the team is actually going to be built from the top to the bottom, and like what are their main needs, and then understand their actual draft picks and like their positions. So I think that's going to be dope. But I really don't know if Cam Ward is the answer, but that's who I think they're going to end up taking, even though I don't think they should. And I don't know. I think he's going to have a similar career, similar to like a first year, like Caleb Williams. Only thing about it is the one thing about the Tennessee Titans, I'm going to spin some little nuggets here since I did a little look up. They only got $44 million up in cap space. It's not a lot. So even if you say they got an extra 20 mil, but their right side of their offensive line is very bad, like very bad. Like their number 1 draft pick last year, their left tackle didn't even show up and play like a left tackle. But he was really good out of Alabama, J.C. Latham.
Yeah,
so he's not playing like that. That's why I said it depends on which way they actually want to go. Like they can go, if they go, the guy out of Penn State, I don't know why I'm losing thought of his name, but if they go with him, I can see them actually going a defensive heavy in the first 2 rounds and then going to get their quarterback up in the 3rd round, like a Jalen Milrose or something like that. But the thing about it is Jalen Milroe better than Will Levis? Or should they just go get a bridge QB just for 1 year to shore up their actual offensive line? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because we got Cam Ward, who has the ability and is most likely going to be the number 1 overall pick. But will he have the same start like Caleb Williams did? What are your thoughts on those two players?
I mean, I think that if they draft Cam Ward, like my number 1 quarterback is Shadur. It's not Cam Ward. Cam Ward 2 for me. But if they draft Shadur, they draft Cam, I think he's gonna struggle. I like the OC there. I like the head coach and the OC there. It's the same person, but they need too much. Tennessee needs too much. It might be smart for Tennessee just to punt it and try to trade back and get a bunch of speed for the future. Because they need a lot. They need a lot. Trade with the Raiders, man. Get you 1.06. Get you a first. Get you maybe something else. In seconds, they need a lot. So it might be smart for them to trade out.
And I'm glad you said that. You said trade with the Raiders. So we know the one thing that the Raiders have is Crosby, that they're not trying to trade him, but would you dangle him up there for just to try to move up, even though that's not going to be, you're going to have to give up some more. That might not get you those thirds, but I ain't gonna lie. If I was Tennessee, I would accept that. Take on this contract. You don't have to take on the full amount, because it's like only take on like the base salary. All the guaranteed money is through the other team. The Raiders will have to pay all that. You just have to pay the base salary.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could see that, and then get them ready for the next year per se, and let them get their QB. And if they do make that trade, which I don't think they're going to do it, I really still think they're going to take Cam Ward, but it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I really still think they're going to do it. But like, they don't have any pieces up on the offense. Like, they have their running backs, which is Tony Pollard and then Tajay Spears, and then they got Calvin Ridley. But besides for that, they don't have anybody else. Or no tight ends, and then their offensive line stinks. So pretty much he's going to end up getting killed back there.
Not killed.
Oh yeah, it ain't gonna be pretty. I'll say that. But at least his jersey's gonna look nice up in the new stadium like the next couple years.
That's real, but yeah, I would move back probably, because they need too much.
Yeah, they need a lot. But this is pretty much what I was talking about right here. Pretty much the brief roster 2025 breakdown. Man, we are going in from the picks from the first. We're going to go with from number 1 all the way to 32. And this will be completed before the actual NFL draft. So, and then it'll be updated as the draft is going on, like during free agency, like the numbers and things like that. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Okay.
It's just going like a brief little induction, like what's going on, like how the teams are looking, what their team needs are, and then just have fun, man. It's all about, this is the one thing that I wanted to bring to the fantasy community, because I've never seen this done before. Like, I've never seen a guy or anybody break down a full team just to know who you could get up in free agency, how you can add them to the team, how good and how they can benefit each and other, and just being ahead of the game before anybody else actually sees it coming. But yeah, and then the last person that we got to talk about is Shadur. Shadur and then Jalen Daniels. The reason I'm bringing him up because he's number 2 QB, and Jalen Daniels was the number 2 QB taken off the board. How you think? So let's say Shadur goes to the Raiders. We know for a fact they're not going to have the same type of season whatsoever, because what Jaden Daniels did was special.
10 games, 11 games like that?
Yeah.
5 seed? 6 seed?
Yeah.
And I like Shadur in New York versus anybody else. I want him to be a Giant so bad.
I would love to see him up in the Giants, because I think if he gets to the Giants, I think he has the potential to be able to do to do similar numbers to what Jaden Daniels did, because he has a number one. Like, he has not a purebred Saquon Barkley running back, but he has a guy that has potential and has showed flashes. The only thing he has to work on is his ball keeping. No pun intended. Yeah, Tyrone Tracy, I think he's going to be a good addition, but I think they're going to get another running back this year. And then for a fact, if Daboll ends up getting his guy, I'm talking about if Daboll gets Shadur, Daboll is going to save that daggone GM's job just because of that. Even though the GM shouldn't even be there.
You're going to save his job too now. Because I was afraid he was on the hot seat too. I was afraid both of them was on the hot seat.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, I don't think, me personally, he was never on a hot seat to me. Daboll wasn't, because he was giving Daniel Jones like his sorry. Like, we already know how Daniel Jones is. We don't like him. Like, he wasn't meant to be that guy. I don't know why they try to put him up on a pedestal, thinking that like he was that guy. But yeah, man, I think if that ends up happening, Shadur is going to be pretty decent. They still got to work up on the offensive line and everything, but we'll break that down. We'll break that down, and you'll see that up in like all the episodes before the NFL Super Bowl on all 32-25 NFL team breakdown. So we'll see a good thing. And you might see some things that are redundant because some of the free agents are needed at the exact same position. So, but yeah, man, I ain't got nothing else, man.
See, that's it. Hey,
yeah, man. That's all.
Super Bowl Sunday coming up. We got one. We're 1 week away. We thank y'all for coming out. We thank y'all for listening. We thank y'all for rating us 5 stars. We thank you for y'all giving us feedback. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. Go Birds. Go Birds.
Let's go Chiefs. That. Let's go Chiefs.
Ooh. We out. Peace.
We out. Amen.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.